Guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are doing another draft lottery rebuild, and today we got the fifth overall pick, with that being the Utah Jazz. And I put a community post out there saying who would the Jazz pick with their pick in the draft, obviously that being the fifth overall pick. And then you guys voted Trey Johnson over Jeremiah Fears, which is very interesting. Actually, I kind of agree with it because obviously, once Cooper Flag, Harper, Ace Bailey, and Edgecombe goes, then I guess the next best player on the board would be Trey Johnson. You take the best player over fit. Obviously, it's how that goes in the draft. So earlier or in a couple videos ago, I disagreed with it, but now after time to think about it, I actually agree with it. Trey Johnson's probably the third or fourth best player in the draft. So if you get the chance to draft him five, you definitely have the chance to do that, man. And then BJ Edgecombe obviously is probably going to go to the Hornets with all the mock drafting saying they can still take Trey Johnson. He'd be a really good fit as well. Probably a better shooter, but Trey Johnson to the Jazz seems like a really good fit. The Jazz did extend Will Hardy in real life, but obviously we're going to be drafting Trey Johnson if he falls. But I'm hoping he just falls. You don't have to trade override and stuff. But let's see if he falls or not. Number one is going to be Cooper Flag, so obviously that's going to happen. Jeremiah Fears goes two to the Spurs. Now that is something that's probably never going to happen. They're taking Dylan Harper, most likely 100%. Three, the Sixers take Ace Bailey. Four, Hornets take Carter Bryant. Okay, now that is one of the most shocking picks in the draft. But now, obviously, if Harper falls to five, you take him without no doubt. But since this will never happen, obviously we're going to trade Johnson, draft a lot of rebuild. We are gonna take him with. I can also see this team taking like a Derek Queen or Maluach, but we're gonna be taking Trey Johnson, like I said. With six, we got Edgecombe, obviously. So the Nets they take Nolan Traore, Maluach to the Raptors, Conrad to the Rockets would be perfect. Derek Queen to the Blazers. We got Colin Murray Boyles to the Bulls. We got Noah Sangui to the Hawks, and the Spurs take Caspers with their last pick. We also have another pick in the draft, being pick 21. So you can take Rasheer Fleming, Hugo Gonzalez. I don't know if Rasheer Fleming will still be here, but I think we take him with the pick. So Rasheer Fleming will come to Utah, and then we have a second round pick. We have like Cedric Cohen. 44% from three here. So I think we take him, right? So we take the guy who's 44% from three, and Cedric Cowan. Well, that's from another second. Damn, okay. Boogie Flans here, so I think we take him. Obviously 6'2" guard out Arkansas. So we got Trey Johnson, Rasheer Fleming, Cedric Cowan, Boogie Flynn, and we got this Monte guy, which we'll two-way, and that'll be our last pick in the draft. So, okay, I guess we have too many two-way, but we just sign him. Can't do that either. So I guess we won't be signing this guy. John Collins, player option. He'll decline. I could definitely see him opted into this in real life, obviously. He just had a really good season, probably the best season since Atlanta, obviously. 19 points per game, 30% from three. He can get a really good contract in the offseason, a really good role. So, I could definitely see him opted in, but he opts out for now. But heading into free agency, so we got Michael Porter is the only guy that we have restrictions on. We have some money to make something work, but nothing probably like I'll use on like a significant player. John Collins, they will just let him go at this point. It doesn't say I have the bird rights to him. So Keontae George, Isaiah Collier, Boogie Flan. Yeah, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, Trey Johnson, Johnny Juzang, Jaden Springer, and Cedric Goodwin or Cowan. We got Laurie Marketing, Bryce Sensabaugh, Cody Williams. We got my Luca. I don't know how to say that name. Yeah, I still never learned. Kyle Filipowski, Taylor Hendricks, Keontae George, Rasheer Fleming, and then Walker Kessler at the starting center. So obviously we have too many players in our team. So I already know what the Jazz are probably going to do in the offseason. They're probably going to explore, obviously, maybe trading Jordan Clarkson away and even Colin Slade. The Phillies are two guys that definitely be trading in the offseason. Also, wouldn't be surprised if we get more Laurie Marketing trade rumors in the offseason. He's eligible to be traded in the offseason now after getting that big extension. Do you guys agree with it now? Laurie Martin didn't have the best season, so making up the $53 million, probably just he's ever since that one All-Star year hasn't really been the same. So I could to see him getting traded. But I think we're gonna start this off with a Jordan Clarkson trade. And I feel like we could probably get a second or two for him. Still a really good player, 16 points on pretty solid efficiency. If I can make this trade with the Thunder, where you can get a Jordan Clarkson for Uzman Dang swap, a guy they probably have given up on at this point. Still has potential, in my opinion. 6'9" forward, center, hybrid from France. Still 22 years old, and was the 11th overall pick. And obviously, still has another year under his team option. So he has something to prove here in Utah if he comes. So if we can get him. So what if we just do this right here? I guess we would need more money. So this guy. So Usman Dang, this guy, then like three. They have so many picks to trade. Why not just give me 3 seconds, right? So Usman Dang, 3 seconds. Jordan Clarkson, they decline it. We'll take out 1 second. We'll take out one more second. Uzman Dang is getting good value in return anyway. So honestly, I'm fine with just getting a swap for products for Uzman Dang if that's really what they want. Yeah, they just say no. So I can't just get nothing on top of that. So who else would possibly have some interest? Maybe we could get, let's say, Max Strus to contract, but I don't really want that. So, man, that has to be another team, right? It has to be at least one more team that we can take on his buying contract. So, Terry Rozier, it sucks taking on his money, but at the end of the day, it'd only be for 1 year. They do need some help off the bench. And, it wouldn't really hurt us because we're not really looking to, like, make a big move. So, but we need to throw them more money. I thought we could just absorb his contract just like that, but we need to throw them more money. What if we throw them? So Clarkston and Kenya Martin. Wait, so what are we getting out of this? We need to get probably like a first round pick in the future. 2026 are protected. They want to be good, and then we possibly. I mean, that's it really. So Rozier in the first round pick for Clarkston and Kenya Martin, and then we get a second as well. What do they say? They agree, just like that. Not a bad trade for us. I feel like we gave them two really good pieces. Obviously, I give Trey Johnson a lot more minutes, man. His offensive game looks already really well. A minus side scoring, A minus mid range, and A minus three. Already looks really good offensively. Now, I do want to see if we could trade Colin Sexton. If not, if I'm just offloading him at the deadline, but this guy's really good, and the contending team would probably give me a first round pick for him. Not gonna lie with you, maybe even two, but we'll see. Pistons were offering me this, retrade them Colin Sexton, a piece they can use off the bench, and Johnny Juzang. So we're opening up more roster spots as well. And they give me Ron Holland, an unprotected 2026 first round pick. I wonder if we could possibly squeeze two out of them, which would be wishful thinking, but it would be something. And I'll do you guys a second on top of that. We only have this is only a last second to trade. We'll offer it. They want Rasheer Fleming and Jaden Springer. They want me Isaiah. They want to give me Isaiah Stewart. I can give you Jaden Springer, but I don't want to trade as I don't really want Isaiah Stewart, and I won't want to trade you. What do you offer for Rasheer Fleming? I don't want to give you that. But yeah, we'll offer that. Jaden Springer. I want Rasheer for Stewart. I can't get to that. I wish we had more second to trade. I can throw you this guy as well. Maybe down on top of that, you guys get another good shooter. Ron Holland at 2 first would be a really good trade. They want to 2029 protected pick, so I think Isaiah Stewart's. Look, I really don't want Isaiah Stewart, man. So you guys can have this 2029 protected or pick swap that really has 1 star value that won't even be valuable at all for this. So I don't hate this. We'll do this trade with the Detroit Pistons. You guys need to keep Stewart. That's fine with me. We already have a lot of young. So this will be interesting how we manage this rotation. So now we got rid of those two guards. We have 14 players in our roster now. So that was a good trade. Now we have to see how the rotation will look. We'll have to figure it out. But I feel like we're fine now heading into the season. We could sign like a center, like just in case we have nobody to sign. But it can't really be like nobody like that good. We'll have to sign like a young guy that can possibly develop. So I saw like Jericho Sims, 26 years old. He probably doesn't have much potential though. What about Tristan Vucevic? Would he be obtainable? Or Kessler Edwards? So Tristan Vucevic, should have gave him a 1+1, but it's fine. If we sign a Tristan Vucevic, we could. Tristan Vucevic will be the center we sign. That'll be the last one we sign. So John Collins is still here, but we won't be bringing him back. We'll move on and the play red. So now we have Kessler going up 3, Lord Martin is going down. So I don't hate that they're possibly pitting him with all the young guys that we have developing behind him, and he's just regressing. So, and he's 28 in the middle of his prime. He'll probably get a lot for him. So, you got Keontae Jordan Collier going up, though. You got Filipowski, Sensabaugh, Hendricks, Holland, Tristan Vucevic is up. Cody Williams is up as well. So, all right. So we got to see how this rotation is going to look like. I'm going to down the 2026 draft class, and I'll show you guys how this is going to look like. Might be a little weird. Rotation heading into this season is Keontae George, Trey Johnson, Lauri Markkanen, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Bryce Sensabaugh, Ron Holland, and it'll go 10-man rotation because who cares? And that'll get in Justin Vucevic. So leave it like that. I'd love to play Cody Williams. Nah, think about it. So I moved Filipowski to center. Do not think about it. I think it would make more sense to play Cody Williams these minutes. Obviously, we need him to develop as much as, and it's only 11 minutes, but the rookie season he just had, man, being Jalen Williams' brother, by the way, I'd love for him to show a lot more, man, just a lot more. And then I do want to start Isaiah Collier, but I feel it would be a little undersized with him and George starting, but not really. We can move Trey Johnson to small forward, Markin to power forward, but I want to start Hendricks, obviously, coming off a brutal injury that we all know happened at the beginning of the season. I want all these guys to get an opportunity. Shot tendencies, though, Trey Johnson is the only guy scoring all these points. We're going to push this up high off the bat. So we want Trey Johnson to be a superstar for us out of the gate. So we'll do that. Marketing so we'll push that up a little bit. And Keontae Jordan wanted to take more shots. All right. I'll see you guys possibly at the trade deadline. Depends how we're looking like, which is looking like we might be stopping there because it might be a lottery team again. Probably. Fine, I'm going to explore Lauri Markkanen trades because we're 13 and 39. So, yeah, the playoffs probably aren't coming anytime soon, with or without him. So, at this point, I think it makes sense to trade him away and get the best value we can. As a rebuilding team, I'm just saying that because this isn't probably going to get much better. So, who would have interest in him? There's probably a lot of teams, but he's probably not worth his value that he was before. The Jazz who traded him at his best value, knowing they weren't going to get any better. That's what they really should have done. They decided to wait and extend him to a big contract, which I still don't understand to this day. But they still should have done that. But I'm trying to just scan teams to see what probably like trade for him. So the Heat are interesting. We just gave him Clarkson, so it shouldn't matter. We still could make another trade with them in theory, but who would they like give me? And they already have Wiggins, so I guess not. Hawks have too many good wings that they would probably like to keep. The Grizzlies are interesting, definitely, but who would they give me as well? So I don't know, man. There's not really much teams I can envision. Clippers they don't have no assets, but Cavaliers, Bulls, back to Chicago. I really don't know what team I could possibly send them to. It'd have to be a team that'll make sense for them. And right now, I just really can't find. Maybe the Warriors. Kuminga re-signed to a one-year deal, but I just don't really know if they have the assets either. So at this point, we might just use the trade finder and what the trade finder gives me, or wait till the off season because right now it's just not making the most sense for me. So we can send them to the Pacers, the Nets, Sacramento. Zach LaVine's an expiring. No, he's not. Never mind. The Hornets are interesting if they didn't draft the power forward, so I didn't really acknowledge them as an option. So we can send him there. He probably slide him as small forward, power forward, whatever they want him to play. So I don't hate this, but I don't want to okay, who do they have they can give me? So Josh Green's somebody, but let's see. I don't want Miles Bridges. So could we get not their pick in this draft? So I guess Josh Green will be the starter off in this trade. Damn, I guess we wouldn't need Miles Bridges unless they give me. So Current Ryan's making 11 million. So who could they possibly? So I guess would have to be Miles Bridges, but he does expire earlier than him, earlier than Markkanen. So I don't hate this trade. And then do you guys want like Vucevic? Would that be so? Okay, so it would have to be. They'd have to give me one more guy. So what about one more guy making a little bit more money than everybody else? So what about Karis LeVert? And then we could send LeVert to like a third team in like a three-team trade. So what about Karis LeVert? Get him sent to a three-team trade, like I said. And then give you guys a Vucevic. And then I guess I'll give you guys like Boogie Flint. He probably won't be playing minutes for us. So, and then we get an unprotected first round pick in 2027. Offer it. So I doubt they agreed to this. Yeah, so we can't do that. I guess this is a little bit too much value. What were they offering? What were the Hornets offering me at first? Because we might have to wait to the offseason to make a trade for Roy Markin and man. So the Hornets were offering me Bridges and Josh Green. Okay, we just get a first round pick out of this possibly. So 2027 to protect. We just get this out of them. We'll offer it. I mean, this Pistons pick, I guess, has no value from the Sexton trade. So I can trade you that in like a second. Okay, I got it done. So wait, dude, was the pick still involved? Wasn't really paying attention. Lloyd marketing for we just get fleeced? No, I'm getting that first round pick because I did not mean to get no pick out of that Lloyd marketing trade. I'm getting that first round pick. I don't care. We may trade the Hornets. I'm getting one or two first round picks out of them because you all guys know I tried. I was trying to get a first round pick. I'm doing it. I'm gonna find a way. I'm getting that first round pick. I don't see how at the end of the season. Anthony Edwards, your MVP. I did get that 2026 unprotected, 2027 unprotected, and that 2024, 2026. No, oh my gosh, I'll say it later. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I just can't freaking speak right now. But we ended up missing the playoffs, obviously. But I feel like I wasn't trying to get fleeced like that. I was gonna get the two first either way because I feel like that trade made sense for both sides. The Hornets could be a good team next year in contention. I'll fix their team up and stuff, but I'm just glad we're done with that. Let's just act like that word marketing thing. We'll just ignore it now. 17 and a half from Trey Johnson's rookie season though, and he shot about 33% from three. But Trey Johnson could be a legitimate number one option for us if he keeps this up, man. So solid season from him. Really good score. 16 from Miles Bridges. So he'll be gone though. 15 from Keontae George. 13 from Isaiah Collier with 6 assists. So obviously he can play some really good point guard ball. It's a really good season from him though. 11 from Bryson Sabah, 10 and 12 from Kessler. So he'll have to be extended this season. 3 blocks as well. 10 from Filipowski, 7 from Ron Holland, 7 from Hendricks, 5 from Josh Green, 4.2 from Cody Williams. So we'll simulate the playoffs, but we got the Pacers and the Timberwolves. I'm recording this right after that Pacers Knicks game 1. And I gotta say, this Pacers team could freaking win the championship, bro. Like that, like so serious. That Pacers team is championship contending. I don't care because that was crazy. But we are projected the number 1 and number 6 overall pick from the Clarkson trade. So the Heat just gave up Jordan Clarkson for a lottery pick, most likely. But I'm gonna see where these picks land. Hope we can get one. We can draft AJ DeBanza for a future pair with Trey Johnson. Of course, we don't. So sometimes we project at 1, you fall to 5, and now we have 5 and 6. So okay, the Jazz extended Will Hardy in real life, so really have no choice really but to bring him back. If they didn't, I was probably gonna move on from him. But okay, we have 5 and 6 in this draft. We could package these up and trade. We probably need to add 2 rookies to this team. The Wizards could definitely benefit off it. The Hornets have 2 as well. But our future draft picks, what I was trying to say is we got this 2027 are protected and this 2030 pick from Lord Martin. So not a bad deal. Do we consider packaging these picks up to 1 and selecting AJ DeBanz with our number 1 overall pick? Because who could we draft at 5 and 6? So Elijah and Isaiah Harwell might not be enough, man. I'm just going to say, because this Jazz team sometimes is kind of unfixable. But do we want AJ? Probably. He fit right in as the small forward spot. He started over Sensabaugh, he started over all these guys. So I don't know. I'm definitely considering it. Getting our franchise superstar next to Trey Johnson. Those two for the future would be lethal. So now I think about it, the more I kind of want to do it, and the more I think it makes sense for us to package 5, talk to the Wizards about number 1. So see if they counter me. They don't. I'll trade O'Ryan because I had to do that thing, obviously. But I'm gonna see if we can do it without 6. It probably would take it, but I'm willing to throw. Let's see. I'm willing to throw this Cavaliers pick at you, and our future 2030 Hornets pick. So 3 firsts. It would probably make sense to trade 5 as well or 6, but you probably will want both. Actually, to be more realistic, we're gonna go 5 and 6, and Josh Green to see if we can get number 1 in this draft. So we'll get number 1 overall pick. We will select AJ DeBanz at number 1. So generational prospect. I don't care. He averaged 30 points. LeBron. So we all know how good AJ is. Him in Utah. After them missing out so many years in the draft on Cooper Flag, everybody else, we could have waited, took a guy like Dash Daniels or anybody else, but no. AJ DeBanza will be a Utah Jazz. I went all in and we got it. 82 overall. I'm fine with that. We could have taken Jaden and Nate. which just wouldn't have been enough, man. I'm being honest, wouldn't have been enough. We got our guy, traded up to get him, and we're cool with that. Keontae George, Isaiah Collier, Bryce Sensabaugh, Taylor Hendricks, Ron Holland, Cody Williams, and Boogie Flynn will all be back. Kessler and Wendell Moore are both free agents. So I got Wendell Moore from the trade with the Hornets because I had to obviously do that, get some picks from the Hornets because I wasn't getting fleeced like that. And I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean that. I wasn't really paying attention. So and I was gonna go through that anyway. So Kessler, I'd love to get him for the cheapest possible. So we're actually gonna wait on him. I know it might not make sense, but he is restricted, so I guess it does. So George, do you have any money for agency? We do. So, but after we sign Luca, we have money back to sign somebody else. So do we have Luca money? Like I said, so we don't. So actually, like I said, stuff happened with the trade, but we don't actually have Luca money. That was a lie. But we have negative 87 million. Damn. Okay, so we paying a lot of guys or something. So not really. We just don't have his money. We don't have max salary spot to really sign him. So, but I will re-sign Walker Kessler once we get a contract. But now I think I kind of want to trade Miles Bridges away as well and completely reset this and won't have a guy like Miles Bridges taking up minutes for the young guy. So I'm going to see if we can attach Miles Bridges and I was going to say maybe attach somebody. Maybe we attach Cody Williams as well. He hasn't become anything for us, but just going to see if we can trade Bridges for now. I would be fine with anything at this point. So Shake Milton and a first round pick from the Lakers. I think we're going to settle on that. I don't even want anything crazy anymore. I just want to get Miles Bridges out of here. Obviously, this is probably the value we're going to get, obviously. He's only shooting 25% from three. He's shooting 25% from three as a forward. Probably isn't going to cut it in the league. So Shake Milton, the first round pick from the Lakers, will do it. Milton will obviously be huge for us. He won't, but, we'll have so let's just re-sign Kessler whenever he's ready. So whenever you do trade acceptance ever, maybe that was the reason why I don't have max money because we have a bunch of cap holds that we have that are probably holding us up. I'm guessing we do. So yeah, Rozier 40 million, Wendell Moore was never gonna play for us. But Kessler, like I said, we're gonna wait to see if we can get him for the least possible amount of money. So we're gonna keep Simmons until Kessler becomes. So he has 8 offers now. Who is the most? The Warriors are only offering 8 million. You're not gonna sign that probably. So okay, Kessler might sign with the Warriors, but 10, 12, and we're obviously gonna bring this guy back. So let's see if we can get him to 28 million for 4 years. That's gonna get it done. 20. Okay, what about? Okay, he probably will get paid a lot of money. What about this 33 million flat rate for 4 years? We probably get to less. What about 31.5 million? He'll sign that. So get Walker Kessler back on a pretty big deal. And we actually do have money because we need to announce some cap holds. So I guess I was actually right. So after Kessler's money, how much money will we have left? So we have still 45 million left. So 40 million. So we could in theory sign somebody. So, but I kind of just want to leave. We could sound like a power forward, but I kind of just want to leave it and see how this team would do. We could sound like a Tari Eason, which he is restricted, but I'm guessing they haven't offered him something. He would be available. I'm just gonna leave it, dude. Kessler, we don't want to waste anyone. We don't want to be above their second ape and be an expensive team. Kessler's up. Keontae George, Collier, Filipowski, Sensabaugh, Trey Johnson, Hendricks, Ron Holland. I think we'll end up moving like one of these small forwards to the 2. So they can obviously play shooting guard. Cody Williams can play shooting guard, secondary positions up to a 77. So I think we'll end up doing that. And then I'll see you guys now at the end of the season, or not the end. So see you guys in the rotation after the 2027 draft class. Move Cody Williams to the 2. And yeah. Rotation is Keontae George, Trey Johnson, AJ DeBanza, Taylor Hendricks will start out the power forward spot. I want him to be the long-term power forward. Need to shoot a little better from 3. Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier, the 6, but once again, Filipowski, Sensabaugh, Ron Holland. I want to give these minutes to Shake Milton, which I don't hate. Obviously, 8.1.4% from 3. But we need this guy kill Cody Williams to play. That's what we're going to do. So still leaves Rasheer Fleming and Boogie Flynn out the rotation. They're developing in the background, so if they keep doing that, that would be nice for us, obviously. Shot Tennessee. Once this team develops, it'll be scary, man. So obviously all we need is probably AJ DeBanza and Trey Johnson to take the most shots in the team. They'll be the 2 stars for the future. Keontae George would be a really good point guard we can rely on for the point guard or shooting guard we can rely on for the future. I wonder how we perform in a bench role, and then we get a starting point guard in Isaiah Collier. I just wonder. I don't know if he would afford Keontae George, so he'll be a free agent in the offseason. So we'll see what we do with that. Collier has one more year. Williams has one more year. Johnson will have to be paid. Sensabaugh will have to be paid next year. Hendricks will have to be paid next year. Holland has one more year. So, okay, we just have to worry about a couple of free agents in the offseason. But I'm really excited how this future's looking like. Is your MVP, but another disappointing season. AJ DeBan's the rookie of the year, though. He averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block, shooting 37% from 3 and 40% from the field. So honestly, really good season. We got our guy, but just not a great season record wise or playoff wise. We ended up missing the playoffs again. The worst team in the West, 27-55. So we projected number one and a bunch of other first round picks. So like I said, Trey Johnson and AJ are the guys of the future, man. 21.5 points from Trey Johnson. Doesn't really do much but score the ball. Doesn't really rebound or pass that well. But obviously, it's all you really need to do after shooting guard spot, man. Is be a legitimate three-way scorer, which he is. Literally a walking bucket. You can see it is hot. That's his build name. 20 from AJ to Banza. So I think AJ will end up developing a little bit more, a lot more than Trey Johnson. But these guys will still be the superstars and locked in on them for the future. Keontae George. We'll have to see how much we pay him in the offseason. Probably not more than a role player for us. So obviously, still probably get paid from us. So 12 from Isaiah Collier. Obviously, he is not the most efficient guy, but he's really good than the least. 12.5 from Bryce Sensabaugh. So we'll have to extend a couple guys in the offseason. Cody Williams, you're shit, man. I'm sorry. You're shipped in the offseason, dude. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with you, bro. Like, you just haven't lived up to any I know you haven't been getting much playing time, but you just haven't been living up to many expectations. Hendricks was a lot better this season, 8.5 points, 5 rebounds, good defense, 30% from 3. But now I have to simulate the whole playoffs, and then, hopefully next year's the year, man. We're just hoping that the Raptors are going to win it all, but only thing we could bank on is maybe next year. Maybe next year, maybe freaking next year. We haven't made the playoffs. We traded Mitchell and Gobert. We're projected 3 and 6 from the Lakers. That D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, 3-team trade, obviously. So we'll see if we get one. We are not going to get one. We're going to fall out of the top 5 completely and get 6 and 9. Dude, the Jazz are so unlucky. I'm going to fire Will Hardy because Jazz has come so unlucky when it comes to actually winning the lottery and getting number one. I thought they were going to get the Cooper Fly sweepstakes. That was my prediction, but I ended up being wrong. So can we get like Tyronn Lue in the building? Tom Thibodeau? Can we get one of these guys? So we are going to get Tyronn Lue. I would rather get him instead of Dibs. So now we have the 6th overall pick in the draft and the 9th overall pick. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I kind of want to make a trade. I kind of want to make a trade for a playmaking. I know we already have that in Collier. Maybe we don't have to, but I'm concerned with paying Collier in the future. I really don't want to pay him 30 million, and that's probably was going to ask for it. I don't want to pay him that. So I kind of want to see if we could probably trade Cody Williams off, maybe Isaiah Collier still, to see if we get like a playmaking guard on this team that can obviously pass the ball really well next to AJ and Trey Johnson. They'll fit really well next to them. That's what I'm looking around the league for, man. I don't really care. I don't want to draft 2 rookies again. I'm looking around the league, see if they make a trade. So Jalen Brunson is more of a scoring guard. So we need someone that can just pass the ball really well for us, man. It's really all we need. Halliburton would be that guy, but might be really hard to get. They're rebuilding, so I really guess not. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh wait, that's the wrong team looking at. So playmaking guards that we can go after. So there's not really much of those no more. Just pass the ball really well. Obviously, we have that in Collier, but School Henderson might be expiring or something. But Stephen Curry, Podziemski, he might be a free agent too. So that's why. No, Poole, Maxey, Dame, Alonzo. There's not really much of those guys anymore. We could get Kobe White. I don't hate that idea of Kobe White, Darius Garland. I don't hate that idea either. So maybe we get Darius Garland here in Cleveland. Maybe he becomes something for us. So Darius Garland here. We trade for Donovan Mitchell's teammate. Garland, obviously, he can pass really well. 7 assists, 20 points, 42% from three. He'd be a really good, in theory, he'd be a really good point guard to bring in. Maxi doesn't really change the needle for me. Let's see, is Podziemski expiring? No, he's actually under an extension, so I don't hate Podziemski, but I feel like he's more of a shooting guard than a point guard. I'm not even gonna look at Stephen Curry. I know he's not available. Halliburton would be my dream scenario. 26 points of this. He honestly be my dream scenario. I think they're rebuilding. I think they were rebuilding. So or LaMelo Ball. So honestly, Halliburton or LaMelo Ball are two of the most my dream scenarios. So either one would be nice. I think I'm gonna go for LaMelo Ball first, though. I don't know. I just think him. So how tall is he right now? So LaMelo Ball is 6'7", and then Halliburton. Not this is important, but just want to see. So where's the freaking Pacers, man? He's 6'5", and I think LaMelo might be a little easier to get. I know we just gave them marketing actually, so it might be a little crazy to do. But maybe they want to get off some money. Obviously, paying a lot of guys. Damn. So LaMelo Ball, I'd be willing to accept some options and trades. I not mean to go into the draft, man. Hold on. Let's me draft Caleb Holt, and then let's draft freaking the best player we can find. But Caleb Holt and who's the best player here? So Jason Crowley. Caleb Holt, and Jason Crowley were the two guys we signed. Now I'll trade these guys. Hold on. Jason Crowley. Honestly, think LaMelo will be a better fit with this team. I'm gonna lie. So I'm gonna trade LaMelo. So I'm gonna trade for LaMelo. So Jason Crow, Cody Williams, Keanu. I think it'll make more sense than Halliburton getting traded. So we could trade Caleb Holt. I honestly kind of want to keep Caleb Holt. I don't know why. This to keep a good piece of here. So Caleb Holt. Honestly, I don't think Rashid Fleming will play for us. We could trade him as well. They might just say yes to this though, and then we'll trade. Might not have to trade mini first round pick. We'll give their 2030 pick back, and then that might be enough to just get LaMelo Ball off the bat. So Crowley will be a point guard that won't play for us. Cody Williams, we don't know where we're getting rid of him. Keanu Anthony, Rashid Fleming hasn't really played for us in a first round pick. LaMelo Ball, they agree. Welcome to Utah. We'll figure out this guard thing in a little minute. But Sensabaugh, I want back 12 points per game, 12 and a half points per game, 42% from three. It's a great shooter. You probably want him back. It's not for 22 million. Keontae George, I'm not asking for a lot, but I just don't think he's worth almost 30 million. Hendricks is not worth that either. Shake Milton, I'm not worried about. But okay, we have to figure out how we're gonna make this work. So do we even re-sign Keontae George? We could use him off the bench, but I'm gonna stretch these guys out to the max, bro. Hendricks, I'm not renouncing anybody though, so I'm not renouncing anybody. I'm gonna stretch these guys though, so I'm not renouncing George or Hendricks. We still want them back, right? Why is it suggesting we should renounce them so much? But gotta say, if one of these guys gets an offer, we probably have no choice but to match it because we can't really lose them for nothing. And George could be a good backup shooting guard off the bench or something. If do we really want to bring back Keontae George? It depends. We might. I'm gonna give him probably like a 3 or 2 year deal. Okay, so they didn't get any offers. So Keontae George, first of all, I think what if we pay him 23 million for okay, so 23 okay, 25, 24 million player option. What about that? So 24.75 million, 2+1 player option. Not locking myself into him, but I'm giving him something respectable he'll sign. We're not locking ourselves into him either. We can trade him in the future. Hendricks, can we get him to like 17.5 million or 7 or 8? Okay, 18 million, 18.5 million for 3 years. He'll sign that. So not that I agree with that contract either, but he'll be back. Then Bryce Sensabaugh next have to sign. I would love to get him to like 15 million, but he isn't going to sign that. So 16.75 million for 2 years. So I'm not like myself into any of these guys. Honestly, I just wanted to get that done. We got AJ Johnson sitting here as well in free agency. Don't know why he's here, but I'm not going to sign him. So we'll re-sign 3 of these guys. Boogie Flynn. So the big move to Austin was LaMelo Ball. Crazy enough, he's already going down overall at the age of 25. How stupid is that? The band's Trey Johnson is up. So these guys, like I said, still the stars. We added somebody that could help out with that. So I'll not simulate to the next season. Rotation is LaMelo Ball, Trey Johnson, AJ DeBanza, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler. Keontae George is our 6 men. Isaiah Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Sid Spa, and Ron Holland. So I don't think I'll be bringing back Isaiah Collier next season because I'm already ready for Boogie Flan to develop into that role. He's under contract, or he'll have a qualifying offer probably next year, but he'll be ready enough to develop probably even higher than Isaiah Collier will ever be. And then we got Caleb Holt waiting in the shadows. So we'll see how George does off the bench as our sixth man. Tennessee's LaMelo, I don't want him to, I'm going to be honest, I don't want him to take that much shots. I'm going to push his Tennessee down to like an 84, 85, because I do want him to have a high touch tendency. I need him to maybe touch the ball, be the point guard. I'm going to actually push it down. I want him to like be a playmaker for us and score the ball, obviously, at a level two. But the Bandsda and Trey Johnson will be the guys, obviously. So, honestly, they'll have a 99 shot tendency. Then George, I'm going to push this down as well. We don't really need him to score that much anymore. We have a lot of scoring guards. But the three guys in this team is the Bandsda, Trey Johnson, and LaMelo Ball still. So see you guys now at the end of the season. Looks like we're going to actually have a playoff berth, but we'll see. See if I could trade Ron Holland at the trade. I'm phone rise at 85 over. I move him to small forward. His value went up like crazy. But said he's only shooting 18% from three, and he's not gonna be re-signed. I wonder if he should trade him now. We get Vincent Zubac from to be our backup center, and then we can offer this. I'm gonna offer this at them first, and they agree. Just like that. Zubac will be our backup center, and then since Philip House can shoot really nicely, we'll go ahead and move him to power forward. And obviously, I don't want him to start, and I still want to start. Yeah, they want to. Okay, yeah, they want to screw this starting lineup up big time. So what's not happening, bro? Is Trey Johnson not coming off the bench? I don't care. Trey Johnson is obviously he's not coming off the bench. I don't care. Trey Johnson's not coming off the bench. Filipowski isn't starting. I'm still going to start Taylor Hendricks. So we're going to just swap their roles, man, because yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Hendricks having a great season for us, so we're not going to have him come off the bench. We're going to continue to start him as our starting power forward. He's playing amazing, so we'll take it. Keep the starting five the same. The Zubac will be our backup center now. That'll make the bench better. And then, we'll see how we do now. And we'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season, Wemby is your MVP, but at the end of the season, we finished off finally making the playoffs as the number 4th seed in the West. We have a chance to win the championship this year. 20 from AJ, 18 from Trey Johnson, 17 from LaMelo, 14 from George, 11 from Zubac, 9 from Collier, 9 from Hendricks, 8 from Sensabaugh, 7 from Kessler, and 6 Phil Ozzy. By the way, what did he do in Los Angeles, Ron Holland? Did he even get playing time? He averaged 6.4 points. He get more. He started for them, but I wanted to get rid of him because he really wasn't doing anything for us, man. It wasn't helping us win or lose, but I just wanted to do it. But they still want to roll with this starting five of bench and trade job. I don't understand. I really would much rather just play Taylor Hendricks in the starting five, man. I really don't understand. But if they give me a reason why I shouldn't do it, I won't do it. But what we're going to do is we're going to run a 9-man rotation. No, bench utilization will go down a ton. We're still going to do the thing we did before. Just start Trey Johnson. But, yeah, Hendricks is playing. I don't know why it's a thing. Hendricks is playing. I don't know why they don't want him to play, but he's playing. We got met this around. We're going to take game one. We're going to take game two. We're going to take game three. Of course, they're going to even up. They're going to win 3 straight. Now I'm going to beat the Mid-State. I'm going to beat the Mid-State. Okay. No, I San Antonio. I'm surprised Dallas isn't here. Oh, no, they're here. There's the 2nd seed, man. I know Flag is he's going to win MVP probably next season, so he's not actually having that crazy of a career now. Like, he usually averages 30 points per game every single season, wins the MVP every single season. I'm guessing because they have guys that can score, like Brandon Boss averaging 22 points in the playoffs. Like, what am I looking at, man? But, okay, we got the Spurs now. So they still want to do that starting five? No, they don't. Okay. We got the Spurs of Jeremiah Fears, Castle. It was a good team, obviously. Fears, guess he paid off. They also drafted Caspers, like I said. You guys probably remember. And then Elijah Arena. How many guards are they going to draft, bro? I guess they were just the best players they can get, so okay. Game one, we're going to steal one inside of San Antonio. So now I'm just going to sim catch these games, man, because honestly, I'd love to go ahead and just this is a huge series for us, but they're probably going to even this series back up unless cook out something, which we do. I didn't even get a chance to see it, but we win game two as well. We didn't even score many points, so everybody played a terrible game. So I'm really surprised why he won this one. Now all we need is a series for everybody to play good, and we easily win game three, which I think that's what's going on right now. Is we're gonna win game three. So we're up 3-0 against this team. See, we got a good game from Trey Johns. He's having a really good playoff run. Shout out to him. Can we go to sweep this team up for him? So Simcast has been working amazing for me, but we're up 3-0. 2K, please do not make them come out from 3-0 lead. So they're gonna get this one. We're still up 3-1. I don't even care. We're still up 3-1. They need to win a lot more games we do. They need three more to even the series back up. We only need one. But I feel like 2K might try something, bro, because 3-2, I swear. If this team comes out from 3-0, dude, they want to completely rearrange the starting five. I really don't want to do it, man. I'm really fine with the way this is right now, so I don't care. I'm not changing anything. 2K is going to have to live with it, man. I'm not benching Taylor Hendricks. But hopefully now get us blow them out and not have to force the games to re-R. So thank goodness we're going to blow them out. 117-89, AJ DeBanza with 30, and 21 and 10 for Melo, and then 13 from Trey Johns. We're in the conference finals as we don't even got Dallas, but we got Minnesota. So Minnesota has Robert Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, obviously going to be hard to play. Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, only averaging 15 though. Gobert is a 79 overall, only averaging 5 and 7. Aza Newell, I guess they got him. You got Isaac Okoro, Jalen Clark, Terrence Shannon, KJ Lewis. But here we go. I'm still not gonna listen to 2K here. I think our rotation is completely fine. We could beat this team. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, we're gonna take. Game 3, we're gonna take. And we beat them in 5. Yes, we do. We're in the finals, and now we got Indiana. So Tyrese Halliburton. So Indiana is now a really good team in 2K. So we could have pursued Tyrese Halliburton, which was interesting. So obviously, so yeah, Andrew Nimhard, Matherin, Jarris Walker has evolved up to an 85 starting power forward. Still got Turner, Siakam's coming off the bench now. They got Capella, Neesmith. I think we all can respect Aaron Neesmith after what just happened. Ben Shepherd and Caden Allen. So here we go. Game 1. I'm gonna simcast the whole NBA Finals. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, they gotta stop wanting to change the starting five. That's really throwing me off because I don't know how I keep the starting five the whole playoffs and nothing bad happened. But we're gonna even this back up 120 to 116. We had about 25 from Advanced, 20 from Zubac. But now I'm gonna see who goes up 2-1. I'm not benching Trey Johnson, but right now we have the back and forth scoring game. Pacers have it. Can we take it back late in the fourth? We're down 2-1, so not looking good for us. We need to even this series back up 2-2 in Indiana, then go back to Utah. But we're gonna win this one. It's crazy how we let them come back though. Don't let them come back again. 38 and 16 from AJ. AJ doesn't want to lose his finals, man. Neither do I. But now we need to go 3-2 in Utah. So we won in Indiana now, and it's win in Utah. We have a strong lead heading into the fourth. And if we just keep it, which I think we will, we're up 3-2. 29-14 from AJ. We're going to get it done. Mather with 20. He's averaging 21 points in the playoffs. But here we go. We're up 3-2. We have an advantage on our shoulders here, but we're in Indiana, so we'll be harder. But I think we can win this game. I really think we could just stay in it into the fourth quarter, and I'm gonna say we could probably hop in, but we're gonna lose it. And now we're on a sweaty Game 7 to win the NBA Finals. Here we go. Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Don't get blown out. Just put up a fight. Come back into this game, man. Lock in. We're down. Still down. We might have to. I'm gonna try and see if I hop in and save the day, man. So, minutes, 37 seconds left. Why not, bro? I mean, why not at this point? Zubac is at the line for 2, so the first one I have no clue how the time is free though. It's good. We're gonna see. So I had it early last time. I just have to hold it longer. Oh, all right, that was easier. Okay. There's a chance we could possibly come. We just can't let them score, but. This sucks. We might be losing the finals, man. Nimhard is gonna get the easy lane, bro. Why do the CPUs always cook me? I don't understand, man. Like they just have the best advantage somehow. I don't know how. Honestly, send me a screen, Zubac, and then we're just gonna shoot it with Trey Johnson. If it goes in, it doesn't. We miss it. That might have been the dagger. That might have been the dagger. Dagger by Andrew Nimhart, man. We get a steal. No spin move by Hallie. Guess you can see if we can play our best defense here. So screen, Hella screen, Halliburton, Nimhard, guarded by Johnson. We just gonna leave Nimhard. Nimhard's killing us, man. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose this finals. Uh, Nimhard's too good for us, I guess. So AJ3, gonna make that. Maybe I should have shot through AJ instead, but he had 23 points. Not as it matter. Down by 9. Dude, I know. I've seen the Pacers come back from this today. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong possibilities, but I gotta say, I think with more time left on the clock, and I don't think the same stuff is gonna happen here, dude. They're gonna waste off the clock. Respectable. Hallie 3. Dude, finally they miss. Okay, we're gonna give this to AJ DeBansta. I'm gonna shoot it again with AJ. We get it? No, we can't. That's gonna end it off. We're gonna lose. Which was expected. I wasn't really hoping. I didn't really believe we were gonna come back, but at the same time, AJ checking their shot up with him slightly late. It'll go in, but still not gonna matter. Down by 6. Could have got the steal. I ain't gonna lie, but we're gonna lose. I don't know why we're even bothering fouling. The Pacers have won this one fair and square. They won it in our home court too. So we were up 3-2. I really thought we had it, but can't count out Indiana in 2K, man. I can't wait to rebuild them whenever they win or lose. That'll be a fun one to do because they're going to be a really good team. But I don't even want them still here. We lost. We'll probably go one more season, but we have some decisions to make in the off season as well. So Pages go on win it all. Hallie's the finals MVP. So we'll see if the Pacers lose some free agents so they can get worse. But get into the finals like that. Honestly, that was our chance, man. That was really our chance to get it done. We just couldn't do it. It sucks. We have the 4th overall pick from the Lakers, so I guess we drafted it, right? So 4th overall, who's there? So we got Lincoln Cosby, might be the best player left, so we'll take him. So Lincoln, welcome to the team. 29 overall, DeBanza, Trey Johnson. Fland will be the backup point guard instead of Isaiah Collier this year. We're going to not bring him back at this point because I think Fland might develop more and just Collier just not efficient. We need an efficient backup point guard, and Collier just isn't that, man. So we could sign and trade instead, just completely letting him go. But who do we even sign and trade him for, man? That's the thing. I guess we could get a better starting power forward because 2K just doesn't like Taylor Hendricks. They want to keep benching him, so I guess we can get a better starting power forward. So I don't hate that idea. So we could do that. Honestly, we'll see because Jabari would be a really nice fit as starting power forward. So I don't hate that if you get Jabari Smith. So whoever signed Jabari in free agency, do we have enough money for him though? No, we don't. We're in the negative. So whoever signed Jabari in free agency, I'm going to offer Collier kind of. Whoever signed Jabari in free agency, I'm going to see if we can sign and trade him away. And then, like I said, Boogie Flannels will be the backup point guard. But Collier contract will hurt to pay. But whoever signs Jabari in free agency, so the Warriors, we're going to work on a sign and trade with them. So they sign, or is he going to sign with the Warriors? I'm hoping he hurries up and sign. So sign, man, so we can get this. Okay, he signed with the Warriors. So Jabari, I feel like he'd be the perfect fit. So they actually have a pretty good team themselves, but I'm not going to let this happen, especially it's in the Western Conference. We want Jabari Smith, so we'll offer you guys Isaiah Collier swap. You guys decline. Well, why is trade override still on? Although Lincoln Cosby in here or Caleb Holt, if that gets it done, one of these guys, I don't even care. I guess because Caleb Holt might develop with no Cosby in there, that gets it done. So Jabari Smith, we are starting power forward, so we can get a legitimate starting power forward. Trade override has to go off now. I didn't even use it that time. I didn't even use it. So, same rotation. Just Boogie Flan be the backup point guard. Filipowski, we don't even have to bring him back at this point. So Filipowski will be gone as well. And then Filipowski, what is he averaging? 6 points. One of his reason why I kept him because he could shoot threes. But now his role becomes redundant. And Boogie Flan is the only guy I want back on day 12. Play progression should look beautiful as well. So that'll be nice. AJ is up, LaMelo's up, Trey Johnson's up, Kessler, Zubac, Keontae George, Jabari, Sensabaugh, Flan is up 3, so he'll be the backup point guard. I expect him to be a lot better than Isaiah Collier. I'll see you guys at the end of this season. Okay, I gotta show you guys this freaking season, bro. You guys actually won't believe it, but 71-11. This team is insane. Mostly because of AJ Debanza, but dude, this is probably the best team I ever made, or not best team I ever made, but you understand it, right? 24 from AJ, only 2 from Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson has been amazing in this video. Don't forget his video is around Trey Johnson, by the way. This whole video is around him. 21 and a half LaMelo Ball, 13 and a half from George. Bench might need some upgrade, but bro, honestly, winning 71 games should be enough to win a championship, right? I mean, the Warriors won 73 games. They didn't win. Well, we're not the Warriors, right? Come on, man. Let's get it. We got New Orleans in round one. DeJounte Dillon, well, we shouldn't lose to this team. We are going to beat them in six. Then we got Minnesota starting Brandon Williams. Don't disrespect him. He's averaging a solid 16.48% being in the playoffs. And it's probably doing all the work. I guess not really. Is it Asa? Asa's playing power forward. It means Randall's playing center. All right, so Julius Randle center. So Walker Kessler should eat probably against him, but game one, okay, I was about to say, man, let's go up 2-1. Let's go up 3-1 now. Beat him at 5. Beat him at 6. Dude, we're going to a game 7. If we lose, you'll never hear the end of it, man. Just letting you know, you never hear the end of it. If we win 71 games, just to lose to the Timberwolves, 2K, no, I'm done. I'm actually done. We just had that regular season just to freaking go home like this in the worst way possible, too, blowing a 3-1 lead. This is so embarrassing. This is so bad. I don't want to end it off on that though, but that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that is insane. I really don't want to end it off on that, but we'll go one more season. He's your MVP. Like we just made a historical season again, going 74-8. I think this is the best record of all time. So honestly, dude, if this team doesn't win, 2K doesn't like the Utah Jazz. It's official, man. AJ was 28. I'm not going another year. Trey Johnson had his best season, so Trey Johnson's hit his peak, man. He's turned him to a really good scorer, but he already was. But like I said, Trey Johnson would be a really good pick for the Jazz. Shout out to him as well. But here we go, 20. We re-signed everybody. We just couldn't bring back Keontae George, but I gave Boogie Flan a more higher role than Caleb Holt got in the rotation this year as well. But that's really it. And then here we go. We'll run an 8-man rotation. We got Minnesota in round one. Now there's no way to lose the team. They're starting Stuart Starks now. Like, okay, there's no way, right? We are, dude. They were up 2-0 at one point. This team isn't even that gonna happily packed up. Now we got us, the Blazers. They have Scoot Henderson, Baba. He's averaging 30 in the playoffs. Okay, man. Kamara, Abdia, Klingon, Derek Queen, Aiden. They have a bunch of size bigs. Mikael Brown, Sasser. So I don't care. I'm confident we'll win against any team. No, we just won 74. We just won 74-8, man. Be serious. Okay. Now we got San Antonio. So Fears and Castle is interesting. But Vassell, Sohan, Wemby, Caspers, Tyson, Solon. Game one, we're going to take. Game two, they ended up game three. We're down 2-1. We ended up 2-2. We're up 3-2. And we're going to go to a game 7. So game 7 against the San Antonio Spurs. Hopefully we don't lose, but Wemby also going to be hard to play. They can still come back into this game. It's over. Never mind. Okay. 125 to 100. 35 from LaMelo. 33 from AJ. 21 from Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson, I didn't even notice he's averaging 30 points in the playoffs. Dude, oh my goodness. 52 points against the Spurs. 42 points. Dude, look at these. Look at this, bro. Trey Johnson. Okay. All right, Trey Johnson. Man, I think he was a really damn good pick for Utah, for us. But one of the finals, if we keep this up, we can beat this team. Is Brandon Boston still playing good? Dude, I got to start picking up Brandon Boston more. I didn't know he was as good, man. I got to start picking him up more. But Asar, they have Jaren Jackson eating together. So spacing, it wouldn't be actually Jaren Jackson can shoot. He can shoot. Edie just can't shoot. We all know that. But Edie, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard to defend, or it's gonna be hard to put up a layup on this team when they have these guys in the paint. Yeah, Filipowski on their team. He joined Detroit. He ended up being a good player. But here we go. Norris always should lose this team. We're gonna take game 1. We're gonna take game 2. We're gonna take game 3. And go one more. Was the route as we're gonna win. Shout out to Trey freaking Johnson, man, for averaging 30.3 points in the playoffs. Absolutely cooking Detroit in 4 games. So we swept them. They're out of there. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. So, and I lie, Trey Johnson and Cooper Flag have been the two best draft lottery rookies we drafted, man. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.